I guess that is important.
Yeah, it is.
I'm
It's right.
I'm in my 30s.
Okay.
I need late 30s. I am too, though. I'm 37. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
I'm 34.
Nice.
Yeah. Grown folks.
We are grown.
Right. Okay. All right. I like to start the question with, are you single?
Yes, I'm single.
Why?
I'm an intelligent person.
Oh my, you definitely have to explain that. How does that
I'm
relate?
single. You want to know why I'm single?
Yeah, why are you single?
I think it's hard to find a partner when I have such a concrete perception of how I want to live my life, and it's hard to find a person to collaborate with me to help that manifest.
Right. So you kind of want a man to fit into your program, in a nutshell.
That's why it's really hard.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, men, we don't
We'll
want to
get back to that.
Yeah, we don't want to fit one
Maybe.
spot.
And your status.
I mean, I got to see something better though. Like maybe I could switch the program, but I have to see something better. And the majority of the time, the average man doesn't show me better than what I can do for myself.
Oh, we're gonna walk this back soon. Okay. And why are you single?
Pretty much the same reason.
We're not going to tell why he's single.
I know he just
Ladies first.
Oh,
Even when you're right, you're wrong.
but pretty much the same reason.
You can't find a man in your program?
Not all right. So all right, I guess not the same reason. I just feel like a lot of these people are not being honest with themselves.
Mhm.
It's like if you can't be honest with yourself, how are you supposed to be honest with me?
Mhm.
It's like I'm coming across it a lot, and I'm big on integrity. So it's like
Okay. So you find some lying ass men out here.
yeah, I guess.
Good enough. Good enough. Go ahead, Shake. What you got?
I'm single, but I'm dating.
You dating?
Yeah, I'm dating.
See?
I'm not in any long-term commitments, but
Would you prefer to be in a long-term commitment or?
when the time is right. When the time is right. But I'm enjoying the company I have with some women I'm talking to. So shout out to them.
how many first dates do you go on?
I try not to go do more than 3.
Wait. All right, I'm confused. How many first
That's
dates?
dates before sex, right?
Mhm.
First date,
Yeah.
yeah, she means dates before sex. I try not to do more than 3 dates before sex. So, but it happens sometimes.
Okay.
You got nip those in the butt though.
How many first dates do you
I
go?
don't date.
You don't date?
Yeah, not right now.
Cobwebs.
Okay.
It's not cobwebs, but I don't. Yeah,
You
I
don't-
date.
you don't
I was, in a,
date.
I was in a relationship for a long time.
What's a long time?
9 years.
Mm.
Yeah.
Ooh, how smart was that guy?
Off and on.
Off and on. Okay, that sounds tumultuous.
Yeah, it was tumultuous.
What happened?
I took a lot of accountability.
We'll see.
We just didn't work out. He was younger than me too. I will give him grace for that. 6 years younger than me.
He was 6 years younger than
Yeah.
you. And how old was he at the time?
He was like 24 at the time,
He was
and I
24.
was late 20s. However, he had better qualities as a younger person than I saw in my peers at the time, and I actually still do
Wait.
see. Yeah.
You said he was 24?
He was 24 at the time I was in my
When you met or when you
23. Yeah, he was 20. He was 23 when
When
I
you
met
met?
him.
Okay.
And he was in his 30s when we ended.
Okay.
talking.
You said you had a 6-year difference?
Yeah, we had a 6 year
Damn,
difference.
you
So
were
I,
in the cradle. It's like,
maybe yeah. So I
Surprise.
did give him. So that explains the time because I was giving him some like time to like do his thing or whatever, and it was a good type of relationship for me because it was like it was kind of arm's length too.
and how long did the relationship last, you said?
Off and on for about 9 years.
9 years. Okay. And when did you end it?
Recently.
Like less than a year ago?
You got nothing.
Okay. She just gave out her age. I got all the information for you. Those who are good at math, there you go.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
So yeah,
But all right. So I get that part of it. So you said you take accountability, and
Yeah.
you're saying it was the age gap.
I think it was
Most
the age gap. Yeah.
You wanted a lot more.
Yeah, by the
than
time he got
you
to a point that I felt like he should have been at, he wasn't there. Like he didn't meet that mark.
Okay.
And I realized it wasn't about his age. This is just the type of person he is.
Right. That happens. Yeah. Some
Yeah.
people are just not ambitious.
Yeah, and it took me a really long time to figure that
Were you
out.
trying
It
to
was a
build
lot
it?
of time. I wasn't trying to build because he was already at a point. He was already at a point.
What does that mean?
He fit where he was accomplished to be a young person, but then he hit a cap and just didn't do anything after that. Does that make sense?
It does. It does make sense what you're saying, but it doesn't make sense to do that. And
Right. I'm not excusing it. It doesn't make sense to do that, but it was
yeah,
a
I mean, you
situation.
didn't know, and that's fine, right? We learn sometimes our parents don't prepare us for what relationships are supposed to be like, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Mine didn't, right? I ran into a buzzsaw. I had a lot of bad things happen to me before I found my way, so I could understand that I've made several mistakes. And the one thing that I've learned, the most valuable thing that I've learned, is you can't bring happiness to someone else. Happiness comes from within,
Absolutely.
and you can't motivate someone. Motivation comes from within.
I learned that a very
Yeah,
hard way.
and I think that's a mistake that a lot of young ladies make. I'm glad you were at least transparent enough to say that you were the complete cause of that, because men do cap out. One thing I always refer to is a bell curve,
Mm.
and most men are always going to be average. It's always been that way since the beginning of time. It's always going to be that way. There is no deviation. There's always been the bell curves. There are some people who will excel,
Mhm.
and there are very few people who will be like that. There's going to be a decent amount of people who suck at life, and then most of us are going to be the average, right? So if we were talking about incomes or something, what would be acceptable for you?
I mean,
You
I'm not going to say like
You have a number because you're very calculated. You have a plan. At this point, you can say.
I just
okay,
want somebody
what
to
was
be able to.
that? Yeah, but you know what that lifestyle brings. Just bring a number out. Don't do it. Just go ahead.
I mean, like, all right. So I prefer black men.
And the average is what?
And I understand that black men don't
low to
earn
mid-40s.
the
Yeah,
way
low to
that
mid-40s is the
everybody.
average.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I would, my last partner was a black man, and he was like upper 90s because of the science and stuff like that. But like,
So why is that stuck then?
Wait,
Yeah,
wait,
there's a lot of,
math ain't math.
holes in here.
He was in the 90s, like 90,000,
he might have.
around
Was it 90?
somewhere around
Maybe.
that.
What she did, Joe? It was in the group chat.
Okay, so he's making about 90 racks. But
His
you
paycheck
felt-
was in the group
Or
chat.
maybe not 90. I said that's where you asked me, not his paycheck. You asked me where I would do in
Oh,
general
that's
with
what you
black
want.
men.
Okay,
Yeah.
enough. Okay, that's not where you
His wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't at 90K.
Okay.
He had a great trajectory though, but like I feel like with my thing, like I understand this economy,
Right.
and I'm
So you're asking for a man that's making pretty much double the average salary?
Yeah.
Okay, good enough. Are there any superficial things that you like?
superficial things that no. I mean,
So you would date a guy
I'm
5'5"?
really. If he's 5'5" and he's a gangster, yeah, I would date him.
What does that mean?
Gangster.
Gangster? What is
Like
that?
he is who he says he is. He is a proud person. He has integrity. He is loyal. People respect him. I would date somebody who's 5'5".
Okay. Does he have to look a certain way?
Word is fine.
Any personality traits? What do you expect?
I would prefer somebody who is progressively black.
Okay.
In regard to understanding everything that's going on with our political climate, who he is, his positionality as a black American man in this world. Like I would like somebody to really understand and hone in on that and live through that, because I feel like as a Black woman, I lived through that. And I think that would be a good match for me.
So, I mean, you're not even willing to date, right? And the clock is ticking. And then
What clock is ticking? Whose clock? Like, what clock is it?
Male's
so
clock, the clock on the
biological
inside, yeah.
clock, meaning
What biological clock? I have my child that I love and I never want to reproduce again. What's the clock?
So
that's
you
ticking?
don't
wait. So then you're not even trying to offer children? You can go ahead and get them.
So let me jump in this. So
Wait, you said try to offer children. Do you understand? I know we're not getting into politics. I understand we're not getting into politics.
That's the children,
But
that's the
do you
children.
understand? But this is in regard to children. Do you understand what's happening in our country? Smart people would not be having children right now. No,
smart people would not be
What?
having children.
Are we for real?
Yes,
They should think smart people are monolith. I
Wow.
think
So you
smart
want
people are
as much as you're into Black people, you want the race to die off?
our race will never die off.
It would never die off.
Yeah,
So you
our race
just
will never
want, stupid people to have children. So then we're just a bunch of stupid
No.
generations.
So no one should have children?
No.
So who should have children?
I think that
What
we
was the imposition to
to
do
ha-
so?
to-
How should-
I think that people
So
who should
smart
have children, who have the resources and the energy, the emotional regulation to have children. This country does not foster people who are financially stable, emotionally stable, who have the resources and the time, the compassion to foster healthy children. That's why everybody is depressed. Everybody's doing, you know what I mean? Like kids are all out of control. Everybody's on welfare. There's a bunch of kids in the foster system. Why would you bring more in there for some man's ego?
Got it. So,
You got to be human.
So
Sometimes I feel like
with
Black
that,
men
right?
aren't being human.
so I realized you were Robin the Cradle before, but at this point in your life, I would imagine you would go older, like a lot older. particularly if you
No,
have children.
I'm not a lot older. No.
Okay. Well, what ages are you seeking?
I liked my younger person. I like the.
Yeah, but you can't do that anymore.
Yes, I can. I can date another early 30s man. Yes, I can. That's actually right. I can show you. I'm checking day 3.
I mean,
Yeah.
listen. So just because you have access to men doesn't necessarily mean that they would want to be with you forever, right? So I think that's.
Why would you think that I want to be with men forever? I think it's hard for men. Like now, I'm sitting here. It's not that you're being delusional. It's really hard for you to conceptualize that there's some women who do not put you at the forefront, who think that men are baggage, who think that men are like stunters of manifestation. Like I can't achieve the things I want with this male energy around. It's stale, and I feel like that's something that y'all really try to like. Not y'all. I'm sorry. Some men really try to convince themselves that women don't put men at the forefront.
So I realize that there's some
Life
like
is
that.
so exciting. Like life is exciting when you have resources, and this is for men and women. When you have resources, like it doesn't matter. You're not sitting looking for a life partner when you're healthy and you have resources and you have opportunities to learn and grow and evolve. Like men will never be at the forefront when a woman has all that access.
All right. So I understand what you're saying, right? But that's not the majority of women, right? I realize that there are some like that. I've interviewed hundreds of women
I
by
think
now.
that
So I've
women
spoken to many women like that.
It's picking up. The
but-
wheels are turning in a lot of girls. A lot of young women too. Like you see this new movement. I think young women are even more hostile to me. Like you know what I mean? They're not playing no games. They run a tight game, strict rules. It's not just something that's like. I understand it might seem coveted right now, but I think it is a mentality that is growing immensely amongst women all across the board to decenter men and understand that they are
This is
not.
hysterical,
Yeah,
man. I want you to keep going. Yeah,
I'll just have one more thing to say. Do you not
keep
think?
digging.
Do you not think that this is going to be a detriment to
No, men have to evolve.
Forget the nuclear
No,
family. then you
men have to evolve. How are you
community,
going to do it?
society as a
No,
whole.
I don't. Men have to evolve. How are you going to do it? If you guys have to die off because you don't procreate and no one reproduces with you, and then that's
As much as you're into Black people, you want the race to
Understand.
die off.
No, that's not a thing anymore, right?
Men have to die off.
China already has robots that can hold a baby for up to 10 months term. So we don't necessarily, and you don't really need the DNA of a female. So it's just one of the things. Like at this point right now, we don't necessarily need it to procreate. That's not a thing anymore. And within the next couple years with AI and robotics,
Yeah.
we got some badass engineers in the mix. So it's going to happen. That's not even going to be a thing, right? There are already people who haven't tested it, right? This whole what we're doing right now, surrogates and IVF and all that. That's like just the prelude to what's really to come, right? We are now coming to understand that we don't necessarily need the opposite sex to procreate,
Right.
right? So that's not the problem. But I just think that the way the country was built and what we stood on was the nuclear family, and maybe that dynamic could change. But what I'm telling people that is going to be ugly because women don't appreciate what it is
So you-
that men do.
So
right?
you spit out a lot of facts and you're saying a lot of things about the connection between men and women. Do you realize that men benefit more in a marriage than women does, health-wise and everything? Like men benefit more. than women.
Health-wise?
Yeah.
Are you going by that,
Women, no, that is a fact.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
I've already
Give me
debunked
your
that.
phone.
You can get your phone, but if you really look at it, if you
That's
really
why I
dig
don't
into
do
it,
podcasts unless they
no,
have
I'm
fact
telling you,
checks right
I've
here.
already checked this fact. I've done it
It is-
live on podcasts where I
No,
brought
not from podcasts. No, I'm talking about I go to school. I do periodic reviews. I look at scholarly journals. I don't just look at other podcasts to see what other people are talking about. Women don't benefit in marriages. Men benefit more. They live longer. Men live longer in relationships.
mutual
when they're with
benefits from
women. Women die faster when they're with men.
It's mutually no.
Thank
That's
you.
not a fact.
Yeah,
That's a
that is a
lie.
fact.
That's a fake
One
study.
second,
I'm telling you.
one
Go
second.
ahead.
Who told you there was a fake study?
It's not a fake
Sorry,
study.
I've already looked into it.
There's propaganda studies.
I mean, it's not propaganda. That's what you say to save your ego.
So we gotta understand what there is science. There may have been a study
Over.
after that, but that wasn't a fake
So
study.
this is the gender warfare we got over here. Like she said she's a vet, right?
I am. I'm a
so
motherfucking problem. I promise
yeah,
you. I'm ungovernable. It's over for you.
and that's exactly what a man of value wants. She's exactly what a man of value wants. An ungovernable woman. Yeah, she's oh my god. Like everyone's just gonna be a line around the corner of men waiting for that. I want to say this though. You
How much money do you earn?
So
I don't know. I'm into a lot of money.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I've been with lawyers. I've been with doctors.
Okay.
I've been with white men.
You've been
Yeah,
oh my god, she makes the top of the mountain. She's been a white man. Oh my god.
That's it.
And you just talk about how we're on the dumb of white supremacy.
Yeah, and
So what, you want to control them?
that,
You want to control them?
you want me to get into it?
Just want to
Okay.
control
There was a point in time in my life where I felt like black men were failing so badly. I was young. I was very young. So I was 19, by the way, too. So I was a kid. But that I thought that black men were failing so immensely that I did, for a moment, see how white men marry easy. White men help their families easy. White men, their wives benefit from their partnership easy. I did see that. And I was caught up in that idea in regard to how, white men might, they do it better than. Niggas don't figure it out early enough and, they waste time, blah, blah, blah. So I went with the white man.
Oh, we're on the dumb of white supremacy.
Yeah. And
So what, you want to control the dumb? You want to control the dumb?
wasn't, you want me to get into. But I realized, because I take accountability and everything, like all of these, this was a systematic way of thought, and I should have understood why black men are the way they are, and all the systematic, the domino effects to put them in their situations like that. And the only reason why white men are the saviors for the moment is because society allows them to be. So once I deconstructed that, I went back to black men, and I'm here to say, I would prefer somebody who is progressively black.
Okay.
in regard to understanding everything that's going on with our political climate, who he is, his positionality as a Black American man in this world. Like, I would like somebody to really understand and hone in on that and live through that, because I feel like as a Black woman, I lived through that. And I think that would be a good match for me.
Okay.
Because I don't even want to touch that. I think the internet's going to touch that for us. But
Yeah.
I think you said that.
If this goes out,
You said that.
you might have to cut this part.
Yeah, you got to cut her part. Yeah. What she said was some bullshit. But you
What I
said,
said was some
let me
bullshit.
explain, because you held the
You're
mic.
very sensitive.
You held the
You're
mic.
extreme.
I've been taking my turn. I've been taking my turn.
That was kind of
Yeah, she's extremely sensitive. And I grew up around boys. Like, I know sensitive boys.
Yeah,
I have all
so
boy
sensitive.
cousins.
So sensitive.
I
I'm
know.
going to cry after this podcast is over.
I can look
Please,
in the
yes,
eyes and see
Yes,
who
tears.
really got it.
Oh my God. I won't be able to sleep at night thinking about, oh my God, if I could only be with a woman like her. Anyway, but the point I want to make, right, is this.
You think the internet gonna grind me up?
Oh, yeah, they're going to chew me up. They're going to chew me up. You said that women don't benefit from marriage. You said
No.
men benefit from marriage. Was that
Yes.
correct? Okay. Who benefits from divorce?
Y'all,
We do?
the woman, if the man has money.
Okay.
The average nigga does not have
Okay.
money.
You
Nobody's
do
gonna get
realize
anything
that
from
7
divorce.
out of the 10 richest women are a beneficiary from marriage, right? Whether it was death or divorce.
There are women who become billionaires from divorce.
Y'all, why are you talking about billionaire concepts? You're an average nigga. What are you
I'm
talking
not an
about?
average dude.
You are.
I'm not an average nigga.
Trying to
I'm not an average
illustrate
nigga. But the
that
point, and that's why she thinks it's
We're
sensitive.
talking about custody.
sensitive.
Alimony is paid by how much percent?
But
It's like 90% men.
Alimony is
Yeah,
for
men.
white
Men.
men. Niggas don't pay alimony.
What?
No, but she's
We already know that you channel she watches.
Yeah.
We know.
Y'all don't pay alimony.
But here's the thing.
Yes, we do.
are you paying alimony right now?
What's the percentage of black men marriage in this
Smooth,
country?
smooth,
And then tell me how much y'all pay
Smooth,
alimony.
smooth, hold on.
Tell me what the
This
percentage
podcast is
of
going
black men
to
marriage.
hold on. This podcast is going to be.
I don't want anything to come out.
Well, because you're embarrassed about what you're saying.
I'm not
I'm not
embarrassed.
embarrassed about what I'm saying, so you can use whatever I'm saying. You can put it out, okay?
You're a very insecure person. You
I'm-
probably thought
I'm
that's gonna be. You're not used to women like me.
I am not used to
you're
masculine women.
I'm not a masculine woman. I'm so soft.
You said you date
Exactly.
young men 6 years younger than you want them to be gangsters.
That's not what I said, right?
He's 5'5" and be a gangster.
That's not what I
If you're not a
said.
gangster, you better be white, because white people they marry.
That's not what I said. You're so insecure. That is all projection.
I'm just
That's all
projecting. But I wanna
projection.
make this
This is more so a figure of speech.
This is the point I want to make. Though. This is the point I want to make. We told that you said women benefit.
You're not married. You don't have any kids. You're a YouTuber. I'm a veteran. I'm a widow because I was married, right? I have a daughter that I put in one of the best schools in this country, right?
Mhm.
I'm not gonna say how much I make money, but I make very good money. I'm a contributor to my community.
And I still
And
want
all it. I don't want you. Like, what the
and I don't want women like you.
And women don't want men like
I
him.
don't
He's
want
upset because women are becoming more like me, and he's not
That's
like.
upset me.
It's not
That's
a
My
thing.
dad always told me that a man is not going to argue with a woman.
Absolutely.
We're not
not.
arguing.
My 6-year-old, the one, the younger 6-year-old, wasn't back and forth like
It's
this.
just like-
I'll tell you
She
that.
didn't stay with him.
So, all right. So let's get to that part of it. So I do understand that there is.
I'll never forget you.
Right,
I know
You're the reason why I
I'm
don't
gonna
date.
forget you. I'm gonna
You're
forget
the reason why I don't date.
This is going to be a race out of mine.
Do you see this? This is the reason why I don't
So
date.
you're saying that men like
Masculine men
I earn more
don't
money than him. He's a YouTuber. He's not. He's over 40. And he's a YouTuber. Like, come on now.
I don't know what I earn.
You're a YouTuber.
Have you seen my channel? The millions of
Doesn't
views I got?
matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Can you find me a Fiji? I'll
I
Fiji
just
tomorrow.
came back to Africa from Africa.
Boy, bye.
And yes, we got Fiji money. What are you talking about? You don't know me.
I know you. I've seen you 1,000 times. Like, I know you.
So you've seen my content before.
No.
You know what you're talking about. What are you talking about?
Next
All right, so,
question.
yeah, so I
But
think
sorry, hold on.
No,
Hold on.
man.
Because here's the issue, right? Women like her
Right.
overtalk men. It's fine. And we're going to let the footage reveal that, right? We're going to let the footage reveal that.
No,
But we sat here
we're not
quiet.
about this.
We sat quiet while she went on long rants.
Go ahead.
And I tried to interject at the time. But I was
I'm
like, no.
not that. I'm
yeah.
actually a softy.
Okay,
He's
you-
so
you-
soft.
you-
Like,
you-
he's
okay,
coming
just
at the mouth over soft.
just one
I'm not even a hard girl.
Okay.
And he can't take
I
me.
think you're hard. I think you're very hard. I think you're very hard. But
Right.
I understand you. You know why I understand you? Because I listen to you. And what I've heard from
You
what you
don't
said is that
understand
you like men that are.
You don't
You like
understand.
men.
We cut from such a
Okay,
different cloth.
just
You
one.
don't
Just
understand
be
me.
quiet for 1 second. Right? So let me talk. One second.
I'm only quiet for people I respect. I
Okay.
respect men.
You
I will be quiet for you. If you want to,
so. This is what
If
I'm doing.
you
Let's
situation-
give him 1 minute and then if you need a rebuttal. So
Yes, is that okay?
No, I'm answering it as I talk to men I respect.
Anyway, so I understand women like you, right? There's a lot of propaganda telling women that you're exceeding men.
I'm talking about lived experience. He's talking about
No, no, so
propaganda.
just-
That's what I'm saying. He's young in his mind.
So
Like, I'm a grown woman
we're
with
gonna
lived
give him a minute,
experience in real life.
I'm
He
gonna
keeps telling me propaganda.
I'm
I'm
gonna give you
telling
one
him
second.
my real experiences. He's telling me that how I'm feeling and how I'm internalizing it is propaganda. He's a child.
I get it. So just give him a minute. We only gonna give him 1 minute, and then I'm gonna give you your time to rebuttal.
All right,
And
okay.
we won't allow him to interrupt you either.
All right, got you.
Okay. So I understand women like you, right? You've been sold this reality that it's not true, and it's fine. It's fine. You sold the idea that only men benefit from marriage. But we tried to make the point to you earlier on that women actually, the only way they could get divorced, last time I checked, is if they were married. And most women, most of the wealthiest women in the world became wealthy through divorce. That is true. So I've never heard of a man become a billionaire through divorce, but we've heard of women that became billionaires through divorce.
White women become billionaires through divorce. What are you talking about? Like, this is not our
So if you
conversation.
just forget it.
This is
Let
not
it
our
go.
conversation.
You can go ahead.
Like, what is he talking about? We're talking about relationships amongst us, right?
Okay.
Like, he's putting statistics and scenarios that he's not even a part of. Like, where do you pull
That's
out
my fault. I
these-
brought that.
Oh, okay, yeah, I don't understand what you're talking
I was
about.
going that
We're talking
direction.
about real people. That's why I don't like talking to YouTubers. I'm a real person. I pay taxes. I'm an everyday average person. I'm a civilian and I'm a vet. Like, I understand, the military life and things like that. Like, I want to have real conversations with real people
Got it.
about real concepts.
And YouTubers were from Mars. We're not real people.
So how about this? How about this?
I just don't
So we
respect
do
anything he has to say. I
understand.
feel like I've done so much more.
You don't know me. What do you keep telling me?
So
You keep telling me about me. You don't know me.
Hold on. Let's
Which
get
is-
past that part
Like,
because
you're screaming it. Look
I
at
don't
you.
think that's going to really go anywhere. But I do want to get somewhere with this, right?
Mhm.
So if we're saying that there is something wrong between the relationship dynamics between men and women, how is it possible for us to bridge the gap?
We can't because if she wants to lead, men won't follow.
I think,
So,
can I answer your question? Can I
Yeah,
answer
we
your
don't let
question?
her go. Then you got it right after.
I think
We
for
don't
us.
let her go.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You know, so I think the problem with that is we have to be realistic about whether or not men are capable of leading because we're not going to just go blindly follow after someone that we deem incapable. So it's a lot of these men that sit here like, follow me, follow me, follow me. A real leader does not have to tell you to follow them. You're going to see the way they lead and naturally fall in line. So the problem is a lot of these guys, they want to be like, oh, I'm a leader. And the reality of it is you're not. And you wonder why these women are not following you is because you're not leading. You're not even showing
It's
none
a
of these
delusion.
characteristics.
It's the delusion of the
follow
reality
me.
that men are
I have women that
living
follow
in.
me.
There's this delusion of a reality
and I feel like that's
that
another thing
that
that
isn't
we have to-
conducive with the real world anymore.
It's the difference between
Money-
women and females. So I
rules
feel like
everything.
that's a different
Money
talk.
rules everything. It's getting so cutthroat out here.
I'm glad you
It's
said
getting so It's getting so cutthroat out here that money is over everything. Your mentality and money. If you're not on the same page in regard to how to overcome these obstacles that are amongst us during these unprecedented times, nobody's ever seen things like this in this country and throughout this.
I agree that women feel like money is their
if
god.
you-
Money is their god. They worship money, and this is the
Because
problem.
money gets you out of fuck niggas like this. You don't have to deal.
not about
You don't
money,
have to
it's about the
deal.
freedom
You
that
don't.
the money
You
allows.
have the choice to live in your own truth, be in your own energy, and do the things that you want to do until you die, without ever having to deal
Yeah, and do you-
with the counterparts.
Right?
Like
Do you
the
believe that
counterparts.
men
that-
of value, that these top
What men of value? Nobody cares about those men. Men don't. It doesn't matter. Bad bitches don't.
You're not a bad bitch. You're not a bad bitch. Calm down. But do you believe the men are making more
And
than
you're a coward. You're a coward. I know gangsters. No, listen. I want you to understand
I know
something. I've told you this before. I know gangsters.
What does that
And I'm looking you in your eye right now. You're not.
I'm not
I'm sure I'm no. And you're not a gangster. You're also a coward.
Why are you
And you
upset?
don't like
Why are you upset?
women. Because I don't.
women.
Because no,
I
you
love
don't.
black women,
And you're
dark-skinned
so
women.
insecure.
I love dark-skinned black women.
You're inadequate.
I love
You're
dark-skinned black women.
extremely
But I don't like
inadequate.
masculine women.
I'm not
I
masculine.
like
I'm telling you the
dark-skinned black
truth.
women.
You're a child.
Black women.
You're a child.
Okay.
You're a
You're
child.
allowed to say that.
You're a child.
What I'm trying to make
You're a
is, there's
child.
the men that make $9,000
You're a child.
that want to date this.
I have
Who wants this in their household? Who wants to come home to this?
whatever.
Who wants to come home to this?
Thank you.
All right, wait,
And
all right,
you-
okay, time out.
Who wants to come home to this?
Thank
How about we get back? Let's get back on topic. I want to
And
take
it's not just black.
And we-
I think beautiful women, I think black women are objectively the most beautiful women on the planet.
He's a hater. He knows what to say. He knows when he's doing a white tactic. He's doing a white boy tactic. Let me tell you something how he's doing a white boy tactic. I'm about to get on my politics right now. Let me tell you how he's doing a white boy tactic, right? Because he's telling you he loves all the superficial things about black women, right? But he doesn't understand like when you what did Malcolm X say? The black woman is the most disrespected and unprotected woman in this country, right? And when we internalize that and we do that like that and whatever, a real nigga would have compassion about how black women represent themselves in the tight game that they run, right? A fuck nigga from the Caribbeans will ostracize you. Will ostracize you and make you feel like, oh, you're angry, you're this, you're that. No.
But I realize, because I take accountability and everything, like all of this, this was a systematic way of thought, and I shouldn't have. I should have understood why black men are the way they are, and all the systematic, the domino effects that put them in their situations like that. And the only reason why white men are the saviors for the moment is because society allows them to be. So once I deconstructed that, I went back to black men, and I'm here to stay.
No, I'm not that. I'm telling you something. And before you air this out, because I didn't know that I was going to be in the presence of someone like this, and that's what I told you before. I don't like these fucking type of niggas. I told you that. I told you that. I'm going to Grenada. I'm moving.
Grenada. It's called Grenada.
I'm gonna say Grenada because I don't believe anything.
That's absolutely fine. But she believes
Before you
that men of value
tell her this might
want
not
this. She believes men of value want this.
Niggas, look, first of all, you smell funny, right?
Smell funny?
Yes, you do. You smell funny. And the niggas that I fucking fuck with, you can never touch. You're a fucking white boy, you lame ass nigga. Are you fucking serious? Get the fuck out of here.
Yo.
Get the fuck out.
I would prefer somebody who is progressively black.
Okay.
In regard to understanding everything that's going on with our political climate.
See, I told you don't bring me around these niggas. I make too much money. I make $350,000.
Represent yourself. So the represent yourself. Represent yourself. Professional. Sit down and have a
But you
conversation.
keep intending that you gotta.
She called me a child. She's not a child. She's not a child.
Listen.
She called me a fuck nigga. A child.
Alright, listen,
You're blocking the camera. She's not calling me a fuck nigga.
You're
Child.
talking about a camera.
You're allowed to call me a fuck. Hold on. Answer me first. She's allowed to call me a fuck nigga, child, bitch ass nigga. I know
She did
gangsters.
after you was antagonizing her. That's what I'm saying. You've been saying little motherfucker.
You're still beautiful. You being black. You're still beautiful being dark skin and black. I find. Yeah. Shut that fuck. Yeah.
You're so beautiful for being dark skinned and black.
I still like. I'm still like black men after this. I'm still like black men after this. I'm still like black men after this.
Black American men after this.
Okay.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on. Oh, hell no.
Black American,
still
them Malcolm
believe-
X's.
Okay.
Fuck these niggas.
Yeah. There you go, folks. This is what black men have to do.
No, you wasn't taking it. Like you.
Okay.
You would never fuck me. You would never fuck me.
Why would I never say I wanted
You
to?
would never fuck me. You would never get a bitch
You
up.
never-
Pull your bitches up.
you would never-
Pull your bitches up. Shut the fuck up, nigga.
But
You
listen,
YouTube ass
this is
nigga.
a moot point. This doesn't matter. Like, it don't matter.
You see what you're women?
YouTube ass nigga. I'm 40 years old. I'm YouTube. Where your 401k, nigga? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Where's your 401k?
Where your 401k, you YouTube ass 40-year-old ass nigga?
Hey.
We out, T.
Oh, with ER. With an ER.
Listen, I got lawyers. You don't want to do this. So you want to let me see this tape first. Where's that contract? Where's that contract? You don't want to do this. Let me see it first. Wrong bitch. I told you. I told you on the ride up here. These niggas is not ready for me.
No, because he was looking antagonizing you. I ain't even gonna hold you. I ain't.
It's my fault.
Yeah, you're a corny nigga.
I know. I'm responsible for bad behavior.
We just had this whole conversation about how males and females are wired differently. You
Yeah. So why is that a lot of bad behavior?
He
It doesn't have to do with allowing bad
He wasn't like
He wasn't, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Was he?
He was.
Okay, well,
That's what I'm saying. I don't even talk about. She knows
That's
me.
his daddy probably told him to come over and take his little
She don't know you, so don't